You're about to book a tour or an excursion. Maybe it's a food walk, a boat trip, a day tour to a famous landmark, or a skip-the-line ticket that promises to save you hours. This is one of the easiest places to lose money while traveling, because the product is intangible until the moment it happens. And once you're in a new city, tired, excited, or rushing to fit everything into one day, scammers know you're more likely to accept vague details, unclear terms, and pressure. In this video, you'll get a calm, repeatable system for booking tours safely and keeping refunds possible. Not never book anything, and not trust your gut. A real set of rules you can use in any country, whether you're booking online weeks ahead or buying something same day in a busy tourist zone. The goal is simple. You still enjoy the experience, but you keep leverage. You keep options. And if something goes wrong, you have a clear path to getting your money back. Before we start, take 2 seconds to like and subscribe. Safe Miles is about travel security you can actually use in real cities, without paranoia and without drama. And stay to the end, because I'll give you a simple checklist you can reuse for every tour you ever book. Most tour and excursion scams follow the same pattern. First, they create urgency. Last seats, leaves in 10 minutes, today only. Then they reduce clarity. The meeting point is fuzzy. What's included is vague, and the operator name is inconsistent. Finally, they push you off track. Off-platform messaging, cash-only payment, my card machine is broken, or pay a deposit now, details later. Tours are high risk because travel is already a high-trust environment. You're relying on strangers for directions, transport, and local context. And tours often involve a chain of sellers, a street rep, a reseller, and an operator. If you pay the party with the least accountability, you'll have nobody clear to dispute with later. Some scammers vanish. Others deliver something, but not what you paid for, which makes complaints harder. So the system you're learning isn't about guessing who's honest. It's about structuring the transaction so your risk stays low. There are 3 common ways to book: directly with an operator, through a reputable booking platform, or through local intermediaries like hotel desks, kiosks, taxi drivers, and street sellers. None is automatically safe. Safety comes from 2 questions. Who holds your money, and how easy is it to prove what you were promised? If the tour is expensive, time-sensitive, or once in a lifetime, choose the option that gives you the strongest documentation and dispute path. Platforms can be helpful because they generate receipts, standardized cancellation terms, and a support channel. Direct booking with a real operator can also be excellent, especially for niche experiences, as long as the operator identity is clear and you're paying in a reversible way. When you're vetting any listing or operator, look for consistency. The operator name should match across the listing, confirmation, emails, and receipts. Photos should look coherent, not like a random collage. The description should include concrete details: duration, inclusions, start time, meeting point, and what happens in bad weather. If everything is marketing language and nothing is specific, you're buying a promise, not a service. And be careful with official-looking storefronts in tourist zones. A sign that says official tickets is not a credential. What matters is whether you can independently identify the operator, confirm the terms. Also notice how they want to communicate. If the first move is message me on WhatsApp for the real details, your proof is about to evaporate. It's fine to coordinate by messaging, but keep the deal terms in something you can screenshot and submit later. An email, a platform chat, or a written voucher. Refunds are won before the transaction completes. Your receipt proves you paid, but you also need proof of what you bought, what the terms were, and what happened. Before paying, capture the key elements. Save the listing or confirmation showing the tour name, date, price, inclusions, and meeting point. Capture the cancellation policy and the cancellation deadline, and pay attention to time zones. If you're booking in an app, take screenshots. If you're booking by email, keep the emails. If you're booking in person, ask for a voucher or receipt that includes the essentials, not just an amount. Then check for 2 classic refund traps. One is non-refundable, disguised as processing fees, where the fee becomes most of the cost. The other is reschedule only, which sounds flexible but becomes useless if you're leaving tomorrow. If you have a short stay, you want a real refund path, not a credit you can't use. Also clarify operator cancellations. Weather and logistics happen. The question is what they do when it happens. Best case is a refund back to the original payment method. Next best is a choice between refund and reschedule. Worst case is credit only from a seller you'll never use again. Policies help, but payment rails decide outcomes. If you pay with something that supports disputes, you keep leverage. If you pay with something irreversible, you're relying on goodwill. For tours and excursions, default to a credit card when possible, especially for anything that would sting if it went wrong. Credit cards generally offer stronger dispute options than debit cards, and they don't drain your bank balance while you argue. If you can use a virtual card number or a dedicated travel card, even better, because it limits exposure if a merchant mishandles data. Be cautious with bank transfers, wire payments, cash deposits, and friends and family transfers. These are designed to be hard to reverse. If a seller insists on them, assume they're reducing your ability to dispute. Deposits are negotiable. You can say calmly, "I'm happy to book, but I need the cancellation terms in writing, and I'll pay the deposit by card." Legit operators usually accept this. Scammers often can't. And once you pay, save the confirmation immediately and note the merchant name as it appears on your statement, because that's what your bank will reference if you dispute later. As promised, I'll include links in the description to a few travel tools and protections that can help when plans change, plus a free tour booking safety checklist you can keep on your phone. Those links support the channel, and I keep them focused on practical risk reduction. Sometimes booking in person is the right call. You might want to see the weather, compare options, or avoid committing to a fixed schedule. In-person booking can be safe if you control tempo and lock down specifics. Tourist zones are built for pressure, so slow it down. Step aside and ask for the operator name, the exact meeting point, what's included, and the cancellation terms. Then get those basics in writing on a voucher or receipt. If they can't provide written specifics, you're not buying a service you can prove later. Treat hotel desks as lead generators, not guarantors. Some hotels are excellent, others are commission pipelines. Ask who the operator is, then verify the operator yourself, and pay in a way that preserves disputes. Meeting points are a common failure point because they're easy to weaponize. "You were a no-show" is a favorite excuse, so insist on precision. An address beats a landmark. A pinned map location beats near the statue. If it's a crowded plaza or transit hub, ask for the exact exit and a clear identifier for the guide. Specificity prevents confusion and protects you if you need to escalate. On the day of the tour, protect your time and your proof. Keep your confirmation accessible offline if possible. Arrive early enough that a small change doesn't turn into a sprint. If the operator sends a last-minute update, don't panic, but do document it. Reply with a short message that repeats the new details, the new meeting point, the time, and what the tour still includes. That one message can become your best evidence later. Watch for bait and switch signals while you still have leverage. If you booked a small group and it becomes a crowd with a different itinerary, ask before you depart, politely, "Can you confirm this is the tour we booked?" If "skip the line" turns into the standard line, ask the guide to explain while you're still on site. If major inclusions disappear, capture 1 or 2 quick photos or screenshots and keep the communication factual. If the operator no-shows, don't wait silently. Take a photo showing the meeting location and the time. Send a message that you are there and request immediate instructions. If you booked through a platform, contact support in the app right away. If you booked directly, email the operator immediately. Dispute systems reward prompt action because it shows you tried to resolve it and you didn't simply change your mind later. If you need a refund, escalate cleanly. First, request a remedy from the seller in writing, stating what you booked, what happened, and what you want. Refund, partial refund, or reschedule. Keep it factual. If the seller refuses, escalate to the platform if there is one. If there is no platform, escalate through your card issuer using service not provided or service not as described, and attach your proof, confirmation, terms, screenshots, messages, and the time-stamped photo. After it's resolved, do a quick cleanup. Secure any accounts you created and be cautious about sensitive data. Most tours do not need your passport number. If someone asks for unnecessary personal details, that's another reason to walk away. If you want this to be effortless, use the system, not your memory. Download the free tour booking safety checklist, keep it on your phone, and check the links in the description for travel protections and tools that can help when plans change or services fall through. Using those links supports Safe Miles and helps keep these guides coming. If this helps, subscribe for calm, real-world travel security systems that work in real cities. Your best protection isn't being on high alert. It's having a plan you can run in 60 seconds. Thanks for watching and travel smart.